Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm off on my slimline kick. I did that the last 3 weeks. And I'm just going to make a really fun, simple little card today. I called Take a Little Off the Right and Flip. I don't know. We've done something like this before, but I wanted to make one using the autumn leaves. So if you will start out with a half a sheet of cardstock. So this is 4 1/4 by 11. And I'm using the copper clay. Just fold it in half. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some off of this side. And like I say, and whatever I cut off this side, we're going to flip and put on the front. Okay, so how much you cut off is kind of up to you. There's no particular amount that has to come off. I think I'm going to do about 1 1/4 inches. I think that works for me. 1 1/4 1.5 inches. Trying to just, I think I'll go 1.5 inches this time. Okay, so I cut that, and that's going to go here. All right, and that's the whole semblance of the card. So I've got a piece of vanilla that's 4 by 5 1/4 that I'm going to put on the inside. So see, now you're going to be able to see what's going to be stamped there. And I have some of the wild wheat, and I was going to mat this here. Okay, so when I make a mat, get my ruler out, just so you can kind of see my thinking. So the base was 4 1/4 by 11, and the vanilla on the inside is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so that leaves me, the front is now 4. The front is 4 by 4 1/4. So if I go, and I usually do go 1/4 inch smaller for the next layer, then that would be 3 3/4 by 4. So let me see if this is the piece that I had left over. Nope, this one's 3 1/2. So we're going to make our mat a little bit bigger. So if I'm going to come down 1/2 inch and go 3 1/2, then this is going to be 3 3/4. You see, so this would have given me a 1/4 inch mat. This is going to give me a 1/2 inch mat, which will be a 1/4 inch on every side. So I know this is already 3 1/2, so I'm going to go 3 3/4. And I just had this piece, which is why I'm using it. I could have cut a piece that was 3 3/4 by 4, but that's not what I had here. So see, that just gives me a mat that's got a full 1/4 inch on all sides instead of just 1/8. Okay, so I'm going to attach that. I had been working on my holiday cards, so I had my adhesive over at my desk. All right. Okay, so now I want to put a piece of vanilla on the front. Okay, that's my envelope. Just a plain piece of vanilla. Now, if I want to go down another 1/2 inch, to make these layers even, then I would come to 3 by 3 1/4 for the vanilla. And that was my matte layer. Okay, so we'll do 3 1/4 by 3. So see, and this is the way I normally do it. When I'm doing a card, I'm not cutting everything first. I'm making decisions as I go. So see, this is going to go here, and this one's still going to go there. All right, you see how we're kind of building this now? All right, so on the inside, remember what's here is going to show I am going to stamp maybe just a couple of these little leaves in the corner here and here. So that's what you're going to see on the front. And I'm going to do that in the Pebbled Path. I really like these in colors this year. They're more kind of warm fall colors. Sometimes they're bright. I like those too. Oh, I should really be on my platform. Remember, when you're using a photopolymer stamp, you're best, because it doesn't have any of that rubber in there to give it some cushion, so you're best to stamp on your foam mat. Okay, so I'm going to do that there. And then I'm thankful for all you do. Well, let me see. I'm going to wait just a minute. Let me decide what I'm going to do on the this piece. All right, so this piece was, let me close this because you know I will get ink all over everything if I don't. So this piece that we're going to add here is 1.5 by 4 1/4. 1.5 by 4 1/4. So I think I'm just going to make the 1/4 inch here, and I'll go 1 1/4 by 4. That. See, I mean, I start with this nice clean space, and then boom, 1 1/4. By 4. Let's see the last piece I have to cut. That's going to go here. So I've got to decide what words or greeting that I want on the front and what I want on the inside. That's why I wanted to go ahead and cut that first. So I think I'm going to put, I'm thankful. And that will go, I'm going to put it all the way over to this side or this side. I think I'm going to put it on this side so that I can then add some of my die cut leaves on the front also. And I think I'm also going to do the words in Pebbled Path. This is just a beautiful gray. And gray is one of those colors like black and crumb cake where it just kind of goes with everything. So I'm going to add, so if I put I'm thankful, I think on the inside, then maybe I'll put today and every day. And I'm going to put that over on this side because I just want those leaves to show on that side. Okay. So now it's done. Try to keep this cleaned up a little bit. Okay, let me go ahead and put this one on the inside here. You know, I always like to stamp first before I put it in, if at all possible, because that way if I mess it up, I can turn it over and use the other side of the paper. And opportunities for improvement do happen. There we go. So see how that'll show? And then for this piece, I can put it down low, I can put it in the middle, I can put it up high. You know, you have a choice there. But now I want to stamp what I want on the front. So I think I'm going to stamp some of these leaves. This is just, you know, I was hoping for a really nice fall set this year, and we got it. We got this. This is beautiful. It's not just a Thanksgiving set. It's definitely, you know what, I wonder what would happen if I did it twice. No, I don't think I'm going to try that. I'm going to just stamp this a couple times. There. And there. And I'm just putting this on the corner of my mat so that I don't, you know, if I stamped it here, I'm going to get ink all over, and then that picks up on another card. So I typically will put it in the corner. And that way I don't transfer the ink. All right, so then let's go ahead, since we've got the vein, let's go ahead and do the veins on this. And I think I will do those in the copper clay. You could really, I think I've done the pebbled path before, but, and again, I'm going to put this in the corner here. Oops, that goes down. I forget, this has a stem, see, that comes down lower. And I'm okay that it comes over the other card. This just really adds a little bit of oomph, you know, to the card. Let's see. Turn it. No, I have to turn it this way. Turn my mat. There's the bottom. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Shoot. I will figure out a way to not have to do the whole thing over. But you know what I did want to do was to do my envelope. So let me click stamp the envelope, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do there. You know, sometimes you can just flip it over and do it, but that was like the very last. Oops, I've still got ink on there. That was the very last stamp, so I hated to. Okay. I think I might take a little bit of this pebbled path and go around the edge too. You know, sometimes when you get this stamped, it looks like, no, I've got some white areas there. And although that's perfectly fine to leave them there, maybe this time I do not want to. So let me see if I've got a sponge here I can use. Yes, I do. Just smudging a little bit around, and then I wonder. See how I'm just kind of making it not so stark white. Or this one's actually vanilla. Here we go. Okay, now to put this together. Now this has to go this way because it's not an even, you know, it was 3 by 3 1/4. Let me go ahead and add that to the front. And again, I could have restamped this when I got my blob down here. But I think after all is said and done, that we're not even going to notice it that much, especially, see if I put this way down here. it's done. Even if I put it up here, I don't think, because of everything else going on here, I don't think you notice so much. Now remember, we're just putting adhesive on this end because you want the card to be able to open. I'm going to add this, and I can add it where it's even with the edge, or I can add it like I'm going to do where it's not even with the edge. And then I'm just going to put some of these that I had already, I think I used these on one of our slimline cards, and I always have extras. So I think that's too big. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, let's use that. Let's see, do I have the center for that one? Yep, but that's the wrong color. Here we go. I always have these extras that I cut out in case I need them. So I could either do that on there, or I could do pebbled path. Actually, I think I'm going to do the copper. Now, to do this, you really do best if you can just get a little tiny bit of adhesive. So if you'll use your silicone sheet, of course, this one's not wanting to work. Here's your silicone sheet. You can put a little bit of glue on there, and then you can use a paintbrush. You can use a sponge. Yeah, this is my glue sponge. You can see, but it's already glued on one side. Let me just take this off. And I can add the glue to here and then put it on there. And then you don't get a lot of it coming out all over. I think I did the wrong side. I did. That's okay. See, if I'd flipped it over, it would have matched up with all of the things, but I'm going to leave it. Some people are very OCD with their stamping and they want everything to be exactly perfect. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not one of those. I'm just like, it's a handmade gift. If somebody doesn't like it, they can throw it away. This is being sent from my heart. And I don't think that everything has to be exactly perfect. I want to make sure that I'm inside the line so this will fit in the envelope. There we go. Then I will do maybe, what do I have here? One of these and one of these. I don't know. I kind of like it just with the one. I could do these on this side. Ooh, you know what? I can put one down here and then I'm covering my blob. Look at that. See how things just kind of work out. Look at that. Now I have no blob. I had an opportunity. Okay, so I'm thankful today and every day. You've got your room to sign it and everything. So remember, easy fun card, you're just cutting some amount off of this side and then flipping it. And that's what you're using for your words here. You can mat it. You can use designer paper on the front instead of stamping your own background. This can go lower or higher. There's a lot of possibilities with this card. You don't have to use die cuts. You could just use the sentiment panel by itself. And I hope you might try this one. This is a really cute card, I think. Whoops. And I hope you have a great day.